Hello, baby. Today's day 30.
No, it's 40.
I mean,
No,
40.
No, it's 43.
Yeah, 43 of reading Bill Clinton, My Life.
Yeah.
My name is Tiến, and this is my older brother, Chung, if you haven't read with us so far.
Okay.
And we got to find the page, and once we do, we're going to do rock, paper, scissors for who goes first.
Okay, go. This is so annoying. You're playing mommy fight. He's not in there for long.
Okay, come on, man.
Who is it? It's your mommy?
It's our mother.
Your mommy?
And let's do rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
1, 2, 3.
My other two teachers were real characters. Robert Irving taught English to freshmen who were unprepared for his rapid-fire, acid commentary on the propensity of freshmen to be verbose and imprecise. He wrote withering comments in the margins of essays, calling one of his students a capricious little bilge pump, responding to another expression of chagrin, which, turned into a cabbage, did you? My papers received more pedestrian rebukes. In the margins or at the end. Dr. Irving wrote awk for awkward. Rather dull, pathetic. On one paper I saved, he finally wrote clever and thoughtful, only to follow it by asking me to next time be a sport and write my essay on better paper. One day, Dr. Irving read aloud an essay one of his former students had written on Marvel to illustrate the importance of using language with care. The student noted that Marvel loved his wife even after she died, then added the unfortunate sentence, of course, physical love, for the most part, ends after death. Irving roared, for the most part. I suppose to some people, there's nothing better on a warm day than a nice cold corpse. That's just a little rich for a bunch of 18-year-old Catholic school kids and one Southern Baptist. Wherever he is today, I dread the thought of Dr. Irving reading this book. I can only imagine the scorchy comments he's scribbling in the margins. The most legendary class at Georgetown was a professional carol with more than 200 people in each class. Though difficult, the class was wildly popular because of Quigley's intellect, opinions, and antics. The antics included his discourse on the reality of paranormal phenomena, including his claim to have seen a table rise off the floor and a woman take flight at a seance, and his lecture commending Plato's elevation of absolute rationality over observed experience, which he delivered every year at the end of the course. He always closed the lecture by ripping apart a paper copy of Plato's Republic and throwing it across the room, shouting, "Plato is a fascist."
Paper, scissors, shoot. No. Where?
The exams.
Where?
The exams.
The exams were filled with mind-bending questions like, write a brief but well-organized history of the Balkan Peninsula from the start of the Rhine Glacier to the time of Homer, and what is the relationship between the process of cosmic evolution and the dimension of abstraction?
You all like me.
What the hell?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Here, you want one each son. Go. Go. Nobody go. Get it up. Ching, ching, ching. Chậm.
Yeah.
Try kiwi, very nice, very kiwi, very sweet.
Scissors, come on.
Hết chừng đi. Oh yeah.
Yes, I'm taking the strawberries.
Hey. Two of Quigley's insights had a particularly lasting impact.
Listen to me.
First, he said that societies have to develop organized instruments
You didn't do that to me last time.
Don't do that. Somebody do wrong.
to achieve military, political, economic, social, religious, and intellectual objectives. The problem, according to Quigley, is that all instruments eventually became institutionalized. That is, a vested interests more committed to preserving their own prerogatives than to meeting the needs of what they carry, of which they were created. Once this happens, change can come only through reform or circumvention of the instructions. If these fail, reaction and decline set in. I only had one strawberry, come on.
Ok, chế đã đi rồi. Joanne, careful. Ok, kiwi không? Kiwi về này, chất nào? Guys, your kiwi just even sweeter more than strawberry. Oh, what's wrong with you, me? Get kiwi and get lucky. Get
Come on,
lucky.
Chug.
Very nice. Sweet, see? Kiwi with there. Go. Tiến, go.
Huh?
Kiwi.
I won.
Kiwi. Get some kiwi. Go.
His second lasting insight concerned the key to the greatness of Western civilization and its continuing capacity for reform and renewal.
Then don't break.
He said
Get the one close to you.
He said our civilization.
Get the one close to you. That's not close.
Shut up.
Tiến.
Shut up.
I'm not talking.
Ow, my eye.
I didn't hit your eye.
Shut up.
Oh, come on.
Go.
He said our civilization's success is rooted in unique religious and philosophical convictions. That man is basically good. That there is truth, but no finite mortal has it. We can get closer to the truth only by working together, and that through faith and good works. We can have a better life in this world and
Somebody's nice.
a reward in the next. According to Quigley, these ideas gave our civilization its optimistic, paragrammatic character and an unwavering belief in the possibility of positive change. He summed up our ideology with the term future preference. The belief is the future can be better than the past, and each individual has a personal, moral obligation to make it so. From the 1992 campaign through my 2 terms in office, I quoted Professor Quigley's line often, hoping it would spur my fellow Americans and me to practice what he preached.
Paper, scissors, shoot.
By the end of my first year, I had been dating my first long-term girlfriend for a few months. Denise Highland was a tall, freckle-faced Irish girl with kind, beautiful eyes and an infectious smile. She was from Upper Montclair, New Jersey, the second of 6 children of a doctor who was studying to be a priest before he met her mother. Denise and I broke up at the end of our junior year, but our friendship has endured. Come on.
Yeah, I have. Wait, 2, shoot. Oh, where are we up to?
I was glad.
Huh?
I was glad.
I was glad to be going home, where at least I'd have an old friend. At least I'd have old friends and my beloved hot summer. I had a job waiting for me at Camp Yorktown Bay, a Navy League camp for poor kids, mostly from Texas and Arkansas. On Lake Ouachita, the largest of hot springs, 3 lakes, and one of the cleanest in America. You could see the bottom clearly at a depth of more than 30 feet. The man-made lake was in the Ouachita National Forest, so developed around it with the attendant pollution runoff was limited. What? Paper, scissors, shoot!
You get out late after a lot. Đó. Về đến giờ mua nha.
Come for several weeks.
For several weeks, I got up early every morning and drove out to camp, 20 miles or so away, where I supervised swimming, basketball, and other camp activities. A lot of the kids needed a week away from their lives. One came from a family of 6 kids and a single mother, and didn't have a penny to his name when he arrived. His mother was moving and he didn't know where he'd be living when he got back. I talked with one boy who tried unsuccessfully to swim and was in bad shape when he was pulled out of the lake. He said he was nothing. In his short life, he'd already swallowed his tongue, been poisoned, survived a bad car wreck, and lost his father 3 months earlier. Is that going to be all?
Yeah, it's gonna be all.
Yep, that's going to be all for today, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Tien. You were happy to read today. I'm so happy. Na 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 na.
Come on.